I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce your name, but I think it is Sotomayor. I was laying down, actually about to go to sleep, and I saw the YouTube news brief about the couple with the unborn child that was killed in Memphis, Tennessee. I don't think that they proved to me without a shadow of doubt, that she was the person that did that. I don't know enough about the case to be able to make that type of judgment. But you said some things that was completely rude. And I want to address some of those things. You said that white women don't rob people and they don't kill people over hair weave. And I think put in the right situation, anybody could kill someone if put in the right situation. I do hair for a living. I am a licensed professional. And I've had people from all different walks of life come and want to get a service from me, not want to pay me. And I don't know if that's because I am an African American woman and possibly they feel like they should be able to get me to lower the price. But I have a set price, and in the next 3 years, I intend to go even higher with my prices over time to accommodate this economy that I live in. And I think it's fair that for my experience that they pay me. But I think also it is fair that they trust my judgment about the hair that I am selling. But many don't. Many will go to these stores that sell them obsolete products of what I'm selling, and it's very disturbing to me when it doesn't work out for them, that they will come back to me and say, well, you owe me to redo this weave with the new hair that I bought, but you didn't buy any hair from me. So I'm having to educate people about how I do business. And I do it from an economic standpoint. I'm willing to let them go somewhere else. I'm a full-time student. And I have plenty to do. I have a lot of homework. I don't even have time for the BS. And so it's funny that you would say white women don't have the gall to rob someone, because there's some white bitches that do. And several of them here lately have tried to do that to me. And thank goodness for PayPal and doing business through PayPal, because some of them think that after they've bought some hair from me, they can jerk my time around. They can change the appointment, at the very last moment. I don't have really the time for that. I generally book online, and for those people who seem to act like they can't read, and you'd be surprised how many white women can't read. But I think economically, if African Americans or black people had more of what they needed, I think they would have less time to think about robbing someone. But over the last 20 years, I've noticed how many different cultures have come into America, got all kinds of benefits. You can go to school and not even worry about having to have a job. if you came from another place, especially a war-torn country. I've watched many different cultures come into the African American community and set up shop and raise up economically and send their children to different types of schools. And their quality of service sucks. If I get bad treatment, I don't spend my dollar there. That is what has been the reason that I have been selling hair. Because I don't have time to go to stores and, get insulted, and you think that, or whoever is selling the hair thinks that it's completely righteous or okay to treat me and my clients that way, and we're going to keep coming back to buy hair. I'm on my way to China. So I think in order for me to find my best opportunity for economic growth, I'm going to China. I'm going to India, as my friends has done. And a poor woman, whether she's black, white, Indian, Polynesian, I don't care what she is. If she's poor, she's going to have a hard time paying that price for that better quality. And she's going to come up with some type of scheme or some type of reason of why she should be getting that better hair at a lower price. And my work is not cheap. I feel that I am an experienced cosmetologist. I've worked for 25 years with a license and several years before that without a license. And I give my very best to any type of person that comes to get their hair done. And I'm just trying to be the best as a human being that I can be. Now, if there's somebody out there that wants to look down on me because of my gender or because of my race or because of where I come from, I really don't care about you people. What I do care about is economic growth and a fair chance at that economic growth. I'm not going to let anyone come and rob me. And I'm not trying to rob somebody. But it's got to be fair for me to do business with folks. I'm increasingly feeling like if you need to buy your hair somewhere else and then come to me with some problem, I don't have time for that. As far as, I live in the Seattle area, and there's a lot of African American men here that probably is not interested in talking to sisters or the black queen. I really don't have a problem with that because I'm not really interested in talking to them either. I'm interested in talking to a person that has a goal, that is driven, has ambition. Somebody I can actually we sit down and figure out what the dream is going to be. Let's figure that out and come up with a plan. That's what I'm about. I've always been that way. And men that couldn't hang with that is in the past. And even a husband, he wanted to go to the Olympics, but he didn't make it to the Olympics. And once he got injured and wasn't able to make it to the Olympics, I just really felt bad for him that he didn't think I was good enough for him. But today, he wouldn't have been good enough for me. But when he asked me for a divorce, I gave it to him. Why should you argue with someone that wants to go their own separate way? I don't do that. I went on about my business and found my income in Denver. Now, I may not have been smart enough at the time to know exactly what to do with my money, but I know what to do with it today. I know how to invest it. And I believe in buying property every chance that I get, if I'm given that chance and can do it. So that's what I'm working on now, is my next piece of property, And if a man is going to be here, great. And if he's not, I'm going to mind my own business and try to sell my hair and my services and, live my life. But you sound like someone, Tommy, that I don't know if it's self-hatred or you just hate black women for something that they have done to you. I don't know. But it is disturbing to hear what you had to say and how much passion you put in it. And I really don't know what to say after that, except for I personally wouldn't be interested in knowing someone with that much hatred for me. Not at all. And I wouldn't want to be connected to anyone they know with that much hatred for me. And you can best believe I wouldn't allow them to hurt me ever physically. I was a truck driver, and there was enough folks out on the road that didn't believe that African American women should be truck drivers, even African American men. But I bet you my life, none of them had the balls to take my life. None of them had the balls to come close to me, because I would defend myself. And you can trust that. Now, I don't know the circumstances of that case in Memphis. I wasn't there. I'm not anyone's judge. But I do believe that there's more to the story than the few clips that I heard. And there's no telling why someone would have taken a gun to a situation unless they felt uncomfortable about something. So that's all I can guess, is that someone felt uncomfortable about the situation, and that's why someone came there with a gun. If I was going to meet someone to show them my hair, I would go to a coffee shop, or I would go to a very public place like the mall and sat at a particular place in the mall. But there is some white people that'll rob your ass, because in my 25 years of doing hair, I have been robbed by some white people. White people rob people too, and rob small businesses and do all kinds of dirt. So do Mexicans. And so do all different races of people. And I am a black woman, and I'm proud to be a black woman. And I come with so much style and finesse. And when I feel like taking this wig off, my hair is in good condition. And I don't wear a hairstyle several months at a time without washing my hair. My hair gets washed very often, within a week. And I try to educate my customers about washing their hair and using tea tree oils. I feel very sad for the ones that go to people that are not licensed by the state. Many of them braid with no license and tell people, oh, wear this for X amount of months. And then by the time they come back to me, they have fungus. That they even listened to that person's advice about doing their hair. And since 1990, with the Immigration Act, it brought in a lot of people who didn't know a damn thing about hair. Yes, they could braid, but they didn't know anything about the scalp or hair or passing fungus, germs, blood-borne disease. That is nasty. So, are you putting down African American women? This one has a license. Okay? You have a nice day, Tommy.